What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is Times Idiot Cops Arrested the FBI.
So this is going to be... FBI are obviously undercover, aren't they?
I'm guessing so.
They're not going to know that they're undercover.
Yeah, so obviously they think they are. And it's going to be interesting to see if it's obvious or not. Because in theory, if the FBI person's doing something dodgy and they don't know, they are just doing their job.
Yeah, but like, if the FBI is good at their job, then the police officers should know.
Exactly.
But if the police officers are good at their job, they should know.
I don't know. Not if you're pretending to be a criminal, then they should arrest them.
That's what I mean. They should know they're being... Well, I guess they've arrested them, so they have to do their job.
But we don't know what we're doing, do we?
No.
So, we don't know the context. We're going to check it out. Smash that video, guys. Smash that subscribe button. Let us know if you think who was right or wrong in this. We don't know what to expect. Let's get into it.
I'm going to guess the FBI are going to be... It's going to be set up. Like, they're going to be doing it on purpose.
I don't know. It could be anything. I don't know. What I'm thinking is the FBI is undercover doing something, and then a cop has gone and arrested him, and he's like, no, just leave it, and then he's arrested.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But I don't know. We're going to have to get into it and find out what we got.
In this video, we'll be taking a look at some instances where cops arrested people who later turned out to be FBI. Let's get to it. This might just be one of the best interactions with police I've seen in a long time. A South Sudanese citizen was just sitting and minding his own business when cops approached him and started asking questions.
For what? You think? That's an illusion. You think.
It seems like they're assuming that this man is someone he's not. The man accuses the cops of racial profiling right from the get-go. After a lot of arguing, they put the man in handcuffs. Now this is where things get heated. You can hear the man asking the cops to check his ID.
Matter of fact, look at my ID.
After a while, they finally do check his ID.
Hey, watch how funny this is. Go ahead,
look at it.
No, don't hate me. Look at it. Oh, what does that say? What does that say? Oh.
And it hits them like a ton of bricks. Do you see the shock on their faces? That's all because the guy is an FBI agent. This has to be one of the best messing with the wrong guy encounters ever. Anyway, the man asks first.
Wait, so what did they arrest him for?
They just basically, they were saying they think of someone else. Racial profiling, pretty much. They were just randomly doing it, and it seemed like they were completely in the wrong. And he's obviously just testing them at that point. As like,
right, had he not been FBI, then he probably wouldn't have been taken in.
It'd have just been a normal citizen, wouldn't it? And then, they are idiot cops.
Supervisor, and when he arrives, the man asks for their cards.
Your card is yours. Yep. And I'm going to file a report on you, and you. Because you guys are all stupid.
It's funny how the cops have shut their mouths at this point. And look at the supervisor. He's shaking in his boots. They all know they might not have a job after this encounter.
Yeah, but we realized they messed up, didn't
Here
they?
you can see a cop talking to a man who says he's an FBI agent.
FBI or police?
I'm guessing FBI, but I don't know. Okay. But if you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong.
The man even shows the cop his credentials, but the cop still doesn't trust him, so he calls the station and asks to check the plates.
Okay. Advanced Wiring Company.
Do you work for a wiring company?
It's
a covert vehicle, sir. Okay.
When it comes back to a wiring company and not a government agency, the man says that it's a covert vehicle. Here we learn that the man actually called this cop, and the cop is wondering how he got his phone number.
The one who called me here, sir. How did you get my phone number? I ain't saying he can't tell me how he got my information.
The cop then lets this guy know that he's been detained at this point, but he doesn't put him in handcuffs just yet. The reason why he's detaining him is that he's not being cooperative. When the guy asks the cop if he wants his registration, the cop refuses and says that he's waiting for his supervisor.
Would you like to see the registration, sir?
I don't really want anything from you at this point. My supervisor's on the way.
Excellent.
The cop then speaks on his radio some more and says that the man's name is Special Agent Hatton out of Jacksonville. The cops add that the man keeps talking on his radio, but nothing comes back. Then he changes his mind and says that he does hear something now.
Okay.
In any case, they keep checking the man, but when they couldn't confirm anything, they finally put him in cuffs. After spending some time in a police car, the man asks the cop to call an ambulance.
On 911, call. I need a medical attention right now. Unlock me.
When the ambulance finally arrives, the cop explains the whole situation and says that the man complains about shortness of breath and vision loss.
Started complaining of
this is weird.
Shortness of breath, vision loss.
While paramedics are putting the guy in their vehicle, the cop is making excuses for himself. He says that the guy turned out to be legit, but that he was acting suspicious and that's why he was detained. This video starts with the arrest of one man.
See, the first one they were completely wrong. I don't know if he at the end of the day, he's just doing background checks.
Yeah, you have to. Just because you're FBI doesn't mean you don't cooperate. If the law's the law. At the
I
end of the
suppose
day.
if the registration thing would have actually pulled up something on the database and cleared him, then it's kind of like you should. I don't know.
But if it didn't, then it's not. How's it their fault? How's
Yeah,
it
bring
his
the
fault?
supervisor, sort out. It's
Because for
unlucky
all
that
he
he stopped
knows,
you.
He could just be a regular person.
Yeah, he could pretending to be an FBI agent. So, you know,
And if there's
let's know what
nothing
you guys think in the
he
comments.
did the right thing. He asked, "Is there anything on this? Like, can you tell me anything if he's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the FBI?" And if nothing comes back, what?
What can you... Let us know in the comments on that. Or maybe we're being idiots, I don't know.
Man, after the cops put him in handcuffs, one of them asks him about his credentials. When the guy says that the FBI issued those for him back when he was working for them, the cop starts reading the man his rights.
So the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used in the court of law. If the right to talk to an attorney have been present with you prior to any question, if you wish one. Sure. If you cannot afford one will be provided to you by the courts.
Then he says that he arrested him because of red and blue lights.
So the reason you're in cuffs, okay, is per NRS. Unless you're a sworn officer. I know in Nevada everybody states. Yeah, you're not allowed to have red and blues. Sure.
He then goes back to this man's credentials and is surprised that he worked for the FBI.
You work for the FBI at one point?
I've contracted with the Department of Justice and the FBI.
The guy reveals that he contracted with the FBI and also the Department of Justice. He then goes on to explain his current job and where he was headed.
A contractor for Southwest Gas.
For Southwest, so that's like
here, yeah.
That's your primary job?
Yeah, it's my part-time job, and I have my own cybersecurity company.
The video cuts out, so we can't really see what happened next, but you can just tell that the cops knew they had the wrong guy. Now, this one's a prime example of cops.
But I get it. If he was using illegal
blue
light,
and he's not part of the FBI,
if he's not, it doesn't matter if you've worked for them. If
yeah.
you're not currently part of them, it's like if you're not on duty, you can't be putting
yeah,
your
you can't
lights
just put
on.
them on. But maybe he didn't. Maybe he just had them in his car for when he does do the
But
work.
he had them on.
I don't know.
They're
Was that his car though, or was that the police car?
That looked like a normal.
It looked
car.
like a normal car, but I don't know.
I don't
So,
get it. Like
if you
still
did have them
to,
on, yeah, I don't know.
Surely, if you're not in the job on the moment,
This video is a little bit
you
frustrating.
shouldn't. It's still illegal. It's like.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments below again.
It's like when emergency services, if you're not attending an emergency, you drive at normal speed and you obeyed all the traffic.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And
But I don't get it. I don't know.
assuming that was his car, then you shouldn't be using them. But again, let us know in the comments. I feel like the only idiot cops right now is that first one because they were just idiots.
Yeah,
that's pretty
and they were
much it
called
so
out for
far.
that.
Yeah.
In excuses for themselves after bullying people, even when those people are federal agents. But let's start from the beginning, shall we? You can first see a cop shouting at a man, asking to see his hands.
Let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground.
The man obeys, but he lets the cop know that he's a federal agent.
I'm a federal agent.
Get on the ground.
I'm a federal agent.
That's where the cop starts getting even more aggressive. And now he's demanding that this man get to the ground. And yeah, he's got a gun pulled out and pointed at the man this whole time.
Yeah,
The guy wants to
any
show
gun
the
or
cop
anything.
his credentials, but the cop won't listen. He just wants this guy on the ground. When the backup arrives, the guy has no other choice but to get to the ground.
Face down.
You guys gotta make a mistake.
You are the one making a mistake. Settle it. Face down now.
The cops arrest him, and when he asks them to calm down and give him some air because
What's he being arrested for?
I don't know.
he's got a
Is he
medical
the victim?
condition.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Just
like,
he's unarmed.
fair enough if you've been called this guy's murdered someone. Fair
Or
enough.
even
I get it.
if they're running
But
at
if
you
we're
or something.
talking about like, I don't know, skipping a light or something, I think it's a bit.
Yeah, we don't
a little
know.
bit over the top.
But
They
and also,
ignore him.
he's unarmed. If he sees him coming, fair
And he's
enough.
not running at them. He's not.
Yeah, he's not running.
He's just literally standing there going, "I'm FBI." Like,
I'm FBI, mate.
And ask him to move his legs and get into the car. When he doesn't do it, they just tase him and put him in the car forcefully.
Tase him.
Down and breathe. Let me breathe. I have a medical condition.
We're gonna get air to you. Get
No,
your legs
no.
in. Get your
Sir.
legs in. We're closing this door.
Sir,
Get your legs in.
I need air. Sir, please, call an ambulance. I'm asking for an
You
ambulance.
got a medic coming. Get in the car.
Sir, I don't need the medic. The taser didn't bother me.
You just said call an ambulance if you don't need
I-
a
Yeah,
no.
now you don't want one. Get in the
All
car.
in the car. Get all
Sir,
the way in.
I can't breathe.
I'll go around.
Wait, sir.
Okay, this video is not about cops arresting federal agents, but we just had to...
Oh, that was it. Like, yeah, that was a bit extreme, weren't it? Yeah, see, that was extreme.
That video make this. I don't know if this is controversial. I don't think it is. Makes me like police really annoy me when they do that.
Yeah, just too
I
much.
feel like that's just abusing your power.
Definitely.
There's no need.
Like the first one as well. It's
Yeah,
the exact
there's
same with the
no
first
need
one.
for that. There's no
need.
Like, especially if he's not he's not a threat. Why can't he have air?
At that point, he's handcuffed. He's sat down. Just give him a minute.
What is he gonna do?
Yeah,
To keep
unless,
shouting.
like, again, I understand if it's the worst crime in the world.
Yeah, I get it. Like if people you're at risk,
But an
and people
FBI
are at
agent, he
risk.
probably hasn't done anything that bad. Do you know what I mean? Assuming off that.
I just feel like there's just.
And if it's done something that bad, there'll be more backup. You know what I mean?
That is just like screaming at police if I could do what I like.
Definitely.
Included as it's a prime example of cops being bullies. Two police officers with the Kansas City Police Department, Cole Modir and Marco Olivas, were following a car for a good mile in Raytown, Missouri. They stopped a car and a man comes out. One of the officers explains that they stopped him after the plates didn't come back to anything.
The plates don't come back to anything, so you said a traffic stop on you.
He then straight up calls him bro and asks him where he's headed.
Where you at, bro? I'll be taking the route.
The man is stumped by this and says he's a detective. The cop then tells him to chill out.
What?
While returning to their car, they can be heard calling the man names. After this uncomfortable encounter, Robinson, who is black, said that the stop was illegal. He thought he would not have been pulled over had he been white. Civil rights activists, police experts, and academics in law.
Are they allowed to swear at people?
I know, like, that was so disrespectful.
The thing is, I'm
Whether
sure.
you're a detective or not, that is so disrespectful.
Isn't there a breach if you are swearing in public at somebody? You can get arrested for that.
I don't know. I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Like breach of the peace.
I don't know. Especially in America, I don't know because there's freedom
Maybe
of
not
speech,
America.
but I don't know. I honestly don't know on that. But that's disrespectful. And I say, if you haven't done anything wrong, why is he getting pulled over?
I guess if your plates don't come back, is that indication
plates
that they're
thing, I
potentially stolen?
kinda get it.
Like a fake plate.
I don't know, but still, like, it's so rude. That's so out of order.
It is so rude. There's
It's
no
so out of order.
Said that the stop was a prime example of toxic racial culture in the department. Here's one case of police arresting an FBI agent where they weren't in the wrong. This video shows cops from the Grand Rapids, Michigan Police Department running after and subsequently putting cuffs on a man who's clearly intoxicated and doesn't know what he's talking about. You don't see that in the video, but the man actually fired his weapon at the police just outside a gym. While they were putting him in cuffs, one of the officers realized that the man had a badge. When she looked at the badge, she realized a shocking thing, that the man is actually an FBI agent.
He's got a badge.
I will not hurt you, sir.
Federal Bureau of... He's an FBI agent.
Oh, wow. I would have never guessed that just from watching the video.
Alright, so that sounds like he wasn't wrong. Did he say he shot
because
her?
if you shot the police,
Oh, if you shot
surely
her,
that's
fair
irrelevant with your FBI.
Yeah,
if
it
you
doesn't
still
make a
do that, it's
difference,
illegal,
yeah.
no?
I think it's just a point of how we're responsible because it's an
I
FBI
feel like
agent.
some of these were not
I feel like
not idiot cops, like them, like police officers.
some of them were, a couple of them
some
were.
were just them doing their job.
Yeah, a couple were them doing the job, a couple were disrespectful.
And some were just...
Some were racial as well, which shouldn't even be a question. It shouldn't happen. And then, like the last one, I feel like they were just doing the job.
Yeah,
it seemed a bit forceful, but when I understand he shot him, I kind of get it a bit more.
They didn't tell you that before. They just said there's a man on the ground who appears intoxicated. I thought
Yeah,
that's a
he's
bit
not
extreme.
fighting
He's not even
back.
doing anything.
Yeah, but when you've heard he shot him, he's got a gun on him, it's kind of like fair enough.
Of course, yeah.
You obviously don't want to go too
Yeah.
far, but you want to be protect. You know what I mean? You want to just get the situation under control. But yeah, it was interesting. We had a bit of everything there.
It was it was a bit of a random.
Let us know what you guys thought, like with the title adding up, or what we may be wrong. You guys may be able to give us more context. We're not experts in this. We're just giving our opinion off literally a little clip. We know nothing else. I'm on home on lunch. I've come home. We react to it. That's pretty much it. So please let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And what should we do?
Have a fantastic
And
day.
we'll see you legends in the next one. Peace.